Yo, what's going on? In this bonus episode, I'm talking with Betsy Saina, a professional runner for ASICS, and she's one of the fastest American marathoners with a PB of 2 hours and 19 minutes. In this interview, we talk about that PB race, the U.S. marathon trials that she DNF'd at just a month prior to running that PB. And then we also then talk about the Chicago Marathon that she ran later in that same year. Now, Betsy is recovering from arthroscopic knee surgery last December. And so in this interview, I was trying to get a read for whether she was going to be vying for one of those spots to run on Team USA at the World Championships in Tokyo later this year, or if she was going to be looking for a fall marathon. But Betsy surprised me with her long-term vision answer. So I was happy and intrigued to hear what she had to say. This was my first time meeting Betsy, and I had a really great time getting a chance to meet her, and I hope you enjoy this conversation.
Pleasure to finally be able to meet you and speak with you today. Thank you for your time.
Nice to meet you too, Michael.
I've been watching you race for a while now. I think the first time I got to see you race was at the trials.
Yeah.
When I got to see you race in person.
Yeah.
And you were having such a good day until you weren't.
Yeah.
I know it might not be the best memory to go back on, but can we revisit that for just a moment? What was going on that had you pull out of the race late into it?
I was still think it was a good memory, to be honest, because, when you go for the race, very fit, knowing in your mind that this is one of the best days, and then things happen. Like as an athlete, we will not always be on the top. And for me, when I went to the trials, I was expecting to make the team, to be honest. But in the middle of the race, I didn't get to condition myself with the heat, so I got dehydrated. And when I was in the 20 miles, I felt like I couldn't breathe. It was very hard and my body lost it at all. So some days I could practice, but I don't know what really happened. But the body sometimes cannot do what you're expecting. So I think I was like 34K, and I was like, my legs can't keep going. I can't breathe. So it's time to take a break and step aside. So
yeah, well, I thought that you had a really good shot at making the team too.
Yeah.
Especially after your strong performance in Sydney.
Yeah.
Earlier, less than a year prior, where it was a really hot race.
Yeah.
On a tough and hilly course.
Yeah.
So I was surprised to see that the heat was such a factor.
Yeah.
But then after the trials, you were able to bounce back really quickly, and you came here to Tokyo and ran a fantastic race. What was going through your mind in terms of deciding how to come back to another race so soon?
Honestly, the same night, I couldn't sleep. And then I texted Ben Sisa, our CEO for the US team. And I was like, hi Ben, I really want to go to Tokyo for the marathon. And he was like, what? And he's like, think about it and let me know in the morning. So, of course, as athletes, we always have those expectations whereby even if you try to be like, let me forget about it, it's still coming to you. So I woke up in the morning at 5 and I told him, please had me in the field of the Tokyo Marathon. I really feel like I can do it. And at that moment, I knew I didn't feel exhausted in the race, to be honest with you. I was feeling really, really comfortable because I knew what I had done in training, that it could indicate that I was in the best shape of my life. That's what I can say. So, they handed me in the race, and those races whereby nobody's expecting anything, but I knew for myself that I really wanted to do something for myself to be happy, because I didn't want to wait the Olympics just like, I could have made it. I just wanted something special for myself. So, I went home and took like 1 week off, just like running easy and trying to see. I really have 3 weeks to go to Tokyo because it was in March 4th, exactly like 1 month from the trials. And the day comes and I just came here feeling really, really good, and I went out for it. And unfortunately, if I had someone to push me from 35, I think I could have had American record, but I ended up running by myself from 30K when one of my friends ended up having arm strength problem, and she was the one helping me out. So.
But you still had such a fantastic day.
Yeah.
You ran at 2:19 that day,
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Making you one of the fastest American women.
Yeah.
And as we're looking to the fall now, the World Championships will be here in Tokyo again. What would it mean for you to be able to run in a city that you've had such great success in, run so fast in, for Team USA?
After that, actually, I started having like a little bit knee problem. So I did fix it in December by doing like surgery, arthroscopic surgery on it. So my biggest goal, I feel like the body is very strong right now, but I've been trying to take those baby steps. I really know that I still have a few years ahead of me, maybe 4 or 3 years, which will be really amazing to get to 2028. So right now, I think they will announce the US team anytime from now until the 15th or the 20th. I don't think we will go up to the 20th, maybe the 15th. So if I make the team, it will be great to just to come to Tokyo and see what I can do here. But to be honest with you, I'm taking those steps. Like I had to pull myself and be like, okay, things were going really great. What will I do to be able to? I really want to do the best for these coming 3 years. I want to give the best in every event I do, because I know after the 2028, I don't know what will happen after there. So it's like, I really still want to give myself a chance to represent the US. And it doesn't matter if it's this World Championship, that the biggest goal is like, I'm looking at the 2028. I know it's like 3 years away, and I will be almost 40 by 10 or something like that. And I know like I still have it. So my goal is like, I'm not going to give up on that Olympic dream.
Okay, so you got a long-term vision.
Yes, I really have a long-term vision. I really want to give the best for the last 3 years or 4 years ahead of me.
Can we talk about the shoes a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, so on stage you mentioned that in Chicago you raced in some of the new prototypes.
Yes.
But you were also feeling a little bit injured at the
Yeah.
time. Which shoe did you race in Tokyo?
I used the Edge, the Ray S. It's one of the lightest shoes, to be honest, compared to, I think we have the best lightest shoes in the whole companies. To be honest, I only trained for a month and I was able to run 230 in Chicago. I was in 220 pace up to 25K, but I only had 1 month of training after taking a break for like 2.5 months. So I felt like the shoes gave me a lot of support, to be honest, because I don't remember running anything faster to be able to run like 220 pace until 25K. So I felt like the shoes play a big impact. So I hope I can be able to get a very solid build-up and see what we can do with the new shoe. It's really changed a lot compared to last year.
And as you look forward to your next race,
Yeah.
which will it still be the Metaspeed Edge Tokyo or the Ray?
I'm gonna go with the Ray now.
You like the Ray?
Yes, because it's it feels comfortable, to be honest. At the beginning, they had some things to fix, like having a hole in the middle of the shoe. I didn't like that because I'm worried like you can step on the stone and then you'll have the stone with you. But now like it's really a smooth shoe right now.
Okay.
You need to try that.
I tried the old version that had the channel on the bottom where you're talking about where rocks might get in there.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to try the new one yet, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah, you should. It's really amazing.
All right, I just have a couple more questions. I'd like to talk about the shoes you train in.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about some of your favorite training shoes that you run in on a weekly basis?
I like the Nimbus, but I like to train with Novaplast. Since I joined ASICS, I just fell in love with it and it has never disappointed me. Now I introduce myself to the Nimbus and this is one of the best fashion of it. So, like there's still a lot of options out there, but for me, Nimbus and Novaplast is my favorite.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And then the last question I have for you is regarding the state of American women's marathoning. What is exciting to you now about women's running?
I know the men at the moment, they are overruling us compared to I know you have seen the statistics, a few years ago, the American men's team was kind of like over there. But now, they are really on the top and they are doing really amazing. But for the women, I'm so happy when you see a lot of girls running 223. You can tell there's something big coming in the next few years. So I know for sure in the coming, maybe by next year or in the coming 2 years, everything might change in the marathon field for the women. Because 223, it's just people are heading to the right direction. Long time ago, if you remember 3 years ago, you were going to count how many Americans has 221, 220 or something like that. But now the number for 223 is a lot of women. So it shows we are building in the right direction and I'm super excited to see what will happen it's good to have competition and it's good to have a strong team.
And I look forward to seeing you lead the charge of American women as we look not only to World Championships, but also to the Olympics in 28.
Thank you. I appreciate.
Thank you, Betsy.